guys, Emily here, and I wanted to talk to you about curb appeal tips for when you're trying to sell your home. So thank you for joining me on episode 2 of Real Estate Tips, and let's talk about that curb appeal, how to make a good return on your investment. And so here's 5 things that you might want to consider doing to increase your curb appeal. Number 1, let's first address your lawn, okay? Obviously, keep it mowed, keep it edged, don't let it go crazy, but also take a look at your shrubs and trees. Are those overgrown? If so, you need to cut those back, okay? Another side note is you may want a pop of color in your flowers. So maybe, and that's an inexpensive way to do it, is to brighten up your front lawn in general and make it clean and inviting. Buy some inexpensive flowers with color, plant those babies, and your front lawn will immediately get a boost. So number 2, you might want to consider painting your house. Is your house an old, outdated color right now, or is it chipping? That looks really bad. You got to take care of that. And paint is expensive, but take a look at, again, if it's chipping, home buyers are gonna look at that and either be turned off from it, not even consider your home, even though the inside could be fantastic, right? Same thing if it's dated. Or they might take a look on the inside, make an offer, but the offer is lower than you would want because they're thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to take care of this paint. So you might want to just do it yourself ahead of time. In fact, I do suggest it if it's really that bad. Take a look at that and freshen it up with a new coat of paint. If you're on a budget, another option would be to just paint the trim and give that a new pop of color and crisp cleanness. Tip number 3, paint your front door. If you look at your front of your home and it's kind of blah, it's kind of bland, neutral colors, or everything is the same color, you might want to consider painting your front door to have a pop of color. A lot of buyers these days like that. It's a trend. It's in. Even if you particularly don't, your buyer might, and I guarantee it will attract new eyes to your home because it just makes it stand out. It will look almost like a new house with just painting your front door. Okay, number 4 is often overlooked, but check out your roof. And I'm not saying necessarily replace the whole thing, although you might want to if it looks pretty worn out, and buyers might request that anyway. So you may want to do that first. But my main point here is look at your roof and see if there's any trees or limbs or just a bunch of leaves on it. Maybe leaves stuck in one of the valleys of your roof. That doesn't look good, okay? And you might be used to it and you might be scared of heights and don't want to clean it off. If that's the case, get someone to do that for you. But check out your roof. Make sure it looks clean. Make sure it looks like it's doing its job. You don't want to see a lot of moss or just dampness or tree limbs, like I said, on your roof and gutters. Clean out your gutters. But you don't want to see anything bad associated with the roof because to buyers, that's a major home expense. And then tip number 5, back to the ground, is look at your walkways and your driveway, sweep it, and then power wash it. Don't underestimate the power of power washing, no pun intended. It can really make the driveway look sharp. And again, kind of like the roof, you don't want leaves or limbs on your walkways. So get rid of those. Okay. So again, here's your 5 tips. Number 1, address the lawn. Mow it, edge it, cut back trees and shrubs. Number 2, consider painting your house. And if you're on a budget, maybe just painting the trim. Number 3, give your door a pop of color if it needs it. Number 4, clean your roof and gutters. And number 5, sweep and power wash your driveway and all walkways, especially in the front. So at this point, you might be thinking, yeah, I need someone to look at my house, maybe the inside too, that's a whole nother topic, but the outside, I'm not sure if my curb appeal is good. I want to obviously get the most money when I sell this home. And as you're preparing for that, if you're feeling a little overwhelmed, I wanted you to know that you can always reach out to me. I can take a look at your house, and whether you're there or not, you can have me drive by and I can give you suggestions on what you might want to consider and in order of importance, because I know you're on a budget. But with my background, I can look at how your home looks as is and tell you what you should do if you're able to. But really, it's all about return on investment, right? So if you're willing to invest a little bit and you're able to do that, you may get a big return on your money. And so I can guide you through that process. So one way to get a hold of me is to message me, or you can text me, and my number is 313-550-1794. And finally, if you are a resident of South Haven, Saugatuck, Douglas, Fenville, or Holland, then I want to let you know that I have a Facebook business page, and that's another great way to get a hold of me. It's called West Michigan Coastal Living. Again, that's West Michigan Coastal Living. And in addition to being my main business page, I also let you know about things happening in the communities, fun events, and I highlight businesses from time to time. So check that out. Follow me if you will, but that's another way to get a hold of me. So thanks for joining me. Again, my name is Emily Anderson, and we'll see you in the next episode.